Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I have a long list of, I didn't really show the list, but you know what anyways, I have a list of messy drama questions about me that I'm gonna be answering, so a little Q&A for you guys. You're gonna want to stay for these questions because they get a little crazy. The background will look a lot better soon, guys. Trust. Those are my soccer stuff. Anyways, let's start the video. Okay, starting off. Yo! This photo just fell. It's from, whoa, guys, what? Anyways, so the first question is, have you ever exposed somebody or someone? I have several times. The most recent time I did was when it was this whole long story, but this girl was basically saying that I did something that actually she did, and this one girl hated me for it, and I sent all the proof and all the screenshots that it was actually the girl doing it. And yeah, let's just say a lot of people hated her after that. Okay, next question is, what's the biggest rumor you've ever heard about yourself? I think the biggest rumor I've ever heard was that wasn't true, was that I gave head to this one guy. It was community day. Like, mind you, I never talked to this guy a day in my life, so it's like, third one is, have you ever been the toxic one in a relationship? No, just playing. I ain't gonna sit here and I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you guys. I am usually always the toxic one. Okay, like, it's both parties usually that's toxic, but ever since one of my exes, I'm overly toxic. Like, not overly toxic, but I'll be in the healthiest relationship. Like, I'm with the sweetest guy right now ever. We're not official. Soon, hopefully, but I literally, our first argument was literally over nothing, and it was my fault, and I didn't even really get an argument because I was just mad at him, and he was so sweet about it. And yeah, the next question is, what's my biggest ick? This one's a really good question, and I probably should have thought about it, but I don't know. I feel like I don't, give me a minute. Okay, I thought about it more, and my biggest ick is probably people that are disrespectful to waitresses, employees, and etc. Is that what it's called, etc? I think so. Next question is, what's your biggest red flag? I think, like I said earlier, I think my biggest red flag is I like to argue sometimes. Like, not a bad argument, but a little bit of a you know, I don't know if that makes sense. Next is, what is an immediate deal breaker in a relationship? My immediate deal breaker is a guy that prefers me with straight hair, because it's not the state I'm in. Actually, I have a few deal breakers. A guy that won't open my door, doesn't like my curls, like, or they like it but not as much as me with straight hair, like straightened hair. And I think those are my two biggest deal breakers. Okay, maybe not the open doors, but that definitely is a standard. But the biggest deal breaker is a guy that doesn't like me in my natural state, because you just, like, why are you even talking to me at that point if you don't like me with curls? Like, if you like me better with straight hair, bro, just go get with a girl with straight hair at this point. Next question is, what's the craziest thing you've done for a crush? Okay, this was not recently. I'm a senior right now. In middle school, I had the biggest crush on a guy, and I didn't think he liked me back, and I looked up on whatever was the hot thing at the time, like love spells. Yeah, I did several of those, and I almost caught my house on fire. But like that stays between me and you, right? Like this, what is talked about here stays here. Like, next question is a little bit messy. I mean, they're all kind of bit messy, but the next one is, have you ever liked someone your friend liked? Yes. So one time I liked this guy, and he was at this play, and I was sitting with my friends, and I pointed out, and I was like, that's the guy that I think is cute. And I was like, whatever. And then my other friend was like, oh my gosh, right? Isn't he so fun? And then our other friend was like, because I was like, should I get his number? No. And then she was like, wait, I was gonna get his number. And we've gone to school with this boy, and I've seen him. He was my hallway crush at the time. And our other friend was like, no, she saw her first. Like, she told me something about him earlier, and I was just like, I let her have him. I was like, that's okay. That's okay. Not for me. That's just a sign, I guess. We didn't argue about it. Nothing. Nada. So yeah. Next is, have you ever bought followers? I've definitely thought about it in the past, but I've never actually bought followers. Also, because I'm pretty sure the only way to do that is some freaking sketchy ass website, so I never ended up buying followers. Also, ignore my nails. I have to get them redone soon. The next question is, what's an unpopular opinion you have? So an unpopular opinion I think some popular that I have is that, at least in my area, actually in general I think it's unpopular, like extremely, but girls with the stomach push, like a little stomach or a big stomach, and especially when they wear the revealing clothes, they're bad as fuck, they're fine as fuck. And this is coming from a girl that has a tinier stomach, like waist. It isn't as snatched as it should be, but I would definitely, I feel like I'm in the middle, and I feel like I'd rather be a little bigger, you know, like, and they look bad as fuck. Like, thick girls, so fine. Like, people always are like, oh my gosh, skinny. What about my thick girlies? The next question is, what's your biggest regret? I would say my biggest regret right now, it would be that I dated my old best friend, like my guy best friend, and now we have no contact. He hates me. I don't hate him, but he hates me. And yeah, it completely ruined our friendship, and we even promised each other that we would be friends if it didn't work out. That didn't happen. And I did try to be friends and mutuals with him after, but he was like, no, I don't want that. And I was like, okay, like, that's okay. You know, like, I tried my best, and the rest was out of my control. Yeah. Next question is, what's your biggest insecurity? My biggest insecurity, I would say, is probably my dark eyes, which you can even see like right now, even with the concealer on. It's probably my dark eyes, and then my acne, which you can see. And then my curls is a love-hate relationship, but I wouldn't say it's the biggest insecurity, you know. But yeah, but it's definitely can be an insecurity depending on the day. But yeah. Last question is, have you ever homewrecked a relationship? God. So yes, I have homewrecked a relationship, but I didn't know about the girl. So is it really homewrecking if I didn't know about the girl? So quick little story time. I was with this guy. We broke up. He texted me, was like, I miss you, I can't stop thinking about you. We got back together. I later found out he had a girlfriend, and I did end up telling her, and they're not together anymore. And like, yeah, but I feel like, is it really homewrecking if I didn't know about her? But yeah, I felt really guilty, very bad. But yeah. Okay guys, that was all for today's video. Once I get to 100 subscribers, I'm gonna redo this video but make it 10 times messier, and I am gonna also probably have one of my friends, and we're gonna be asking questions like, have you gotten with your friend's ex, friend's boyfriend, like one another, like each other's, like, you know, boyfriend, stuff, like questions like that, which are 10 times messier. Have you ever done this behind each other's backs, stuff like that. So stay tuned and make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that post notification button. I think that's how it goes. But anyways, I love you guys so much. Bye.